Hello, my name is Emma. I'm the owner and writer of The Hidden North, which is an online travel guide for Northern Europe with a focus on Norwegian road trips. This is the final installment in my Oslofjord series. We are on day 2 of the Oslofjord, video number 3. In this video, we go from Tønsberg back to Oslo. But of course, we do not take the direct route, which is the E18 highway. We've hugged the coast the whole way there, stopping in various seaside towns along the way and some important Viking Age sites. So I do hope you enjoy this video and hopefully you'll get to do this drive yourself. This is video number 3 on day number 2 of the Oslofjord from Tønsberg to Oslo. Tønsberg was founded by King Harald Fairhair in the 9th century and served as an ancient capital of Norway. According to Snorre Sturluson, who wrote the Viking sagas, Tønsberg was founded before the Battle of Hafrsfjord, which, according to Snorre, was in 871. This makes Tønsberg one of the oldest still existing Scandinavian cities. Now, the king lived at the old royal court, where Jarlsberg Manor is located today, and Hauga became the seat for the Haugating, which was Norway's second most important place for the proclamation of kings. The site had 2 Viking-era mounds. The town's importance declined as other cities like Oslo, Bergen and Trondheim rose to prominence, and under the Danish Union from 1397 onwards, there was not as much need for a royal court. After a large fire in 1536, almost all the town was destroyed. Because of this, not much remains of the medieval town. Tønsberg transformed into an important harbour town. King James VI of Scotland stopped here on his way to meet Anne of Denmark in Oslo to get married. The centre of the world's modern whaling industry was in Tønsberg and Sandefjord. During the 19th century, Tønsberg turned into a base of operation and source of expertise for whalers. Tønsberg has been called the cradle of modern whaling, and one of the city's most prominent residents, Sven Foyn, was a pioneer in whaling and established many places in northern Norway for whaling. I am now stopping at the Oseberghaugen, which is a Viking-age burial mound located just out of Tønsberg. The mound was excavated in 1904, and the excavations found a shipwreck from the first half of the 9th century. Inside were the bodies of 2 women, rich grave goods, and the famous Oseberg ship. There are other burial mounds around the area, and you can view them all by following a marked walking trail. We are now in the beautiful town of Åsgårdstrand, which became a shipping port around the year 1650. In 1752, the shipping port was granted privileges to trade in domestic goods. From the beginning of the 19th century, Åsgårdstrand was an important export port for timber, mostly to the Netherlands. Because of the unique light in the area, Åsgårdstrand transformed into a popular place for artists, and since the 1880s, a number of important artists have lived here, including Edvard Munch. Edvard Munch painted a lot of his famous works here, including The Girls on the Bridge. Åsgårdstrand has become a popular holiday and seaside resort since the 1920s, and there are several galleries, cafes, a pub and wine bar here. Horten municipality is rich in coastal history. There are traces of settlement all the way back to the Stone Age, and the place was a centre of power during the Viking Age. The Naval School of Norway was established in the municipality in 1864, and the development of Horten is closely related to the Navy's activity in the town. The Navy was here until 1963. In the city of Horten, which we won't visit on this drive, you can visit the Maritime Museum and one of the national fortifications. Today, the most important employer in the area is the Kongsberg Maritime Company. Welcome to Bora, which is a small town known for its incredible historic finds. The Bora Mound Cemetery, which is called Oseberghaugen, is home to 7 large and 21 smaller burial mounds, with the oldest ones dating back to before the Viking Age. The collection is regarded as exceptional in Scandinavia. The first investigations of the cemetery took place in 1851, and what they found was a richly equipped grave and a Viking ship. What survived of the mound was investigated, and it contained weapons and riding equipment. There was also a lot of craftwork found, which is now on display in the Viking Ship Museum in Oslo. The artistic style is today known as the Bora style. Next to it is the Midgard Viking Center, which is a museum dedicated to spread knowledge about the Viking Age. The center provides guided tours of the park, and this is where I'll be having my little stop. We are now in the village of Nykirke, which is a small village with a population of 750. Nykirke Church, which is on the right, is from the 12th century and is built in Romanesque style. The name Nykirke means new church, so there must have been a church before this one, or Norwegians just have a good sense of humour. The church is considered to be the same age as Bora Church, which we just passed. We are now in Holmestrand, which has long been connected to the timber trade and the construction of sailing ships. The Dutch first came to the area to trade timber in 1550, and Holmestrand grew quickly. You can visit the historic pier in the town centre. Today, Holmestrand is regarded as a popular holiday destination due to its proximity to some nice beaches. We will actually be driving through Holmestrand very soon. So we are now driving through Holmestrand, which has an important history linked to the timber trade, sailing ships, and the aluminium industry. The town is nicknamed the City Under the Mountain because, as you can see, it's located beneath a steep, rocky mountain. Holmestrand was a natural harbour on the Oslofjord. The Dutch have been coming here for timber since the mid-16th century, but it didn't get market privileges until 1752 due to competition from Drammen and Tønsberg. Holmestrand's location by the fjord and being close to Oslo, as well as the city's lush gardens and the mountain views, made it a popular summer spot for tourists. Holmestrand was the third city in Norway to get its first spa in 1840, and there were both hot and cold sea baths here until the mid-20th century. After World War II, the city experienced growth with the establishment of a factory producing aluminium. We have arrived in Drammen, which is located where the Drammen River flows into the fjord. The river has been important for timber trade for hundreds of years, and thanks to this, Drammen developed into one of eastern Norway's most important maritime and trading towns. Drammen was also an important place during the Viking Age, when the area was called Drum. In the Norse sagas, it is written that Olav the Holy, now Saint Olav, hid from the Viking Knut the Mighty in the Drum Fjord. Also, Oslo's Saint Halvard is from Drammen. He was killed and sunk in the Drammensfjord in 1043. Drammen is today the fifth largest city in Norway with a population of 110,000 people, and it is one of the fastest growing urban regions in the country. Drammen also does have some interesting places to visit. Lier municipality is known for its agriculture and is regularly nicknamed the Strawberry Municipality or the Apple and Vegetable Municipality. It has also been nicknamed the Green Lung between Oslo and Drammen. At Lier, you'll find Lier Hospital, which is a mental institution dating back to 1926. The building has since been abandoned, and it has become a popular spot for Norwegian and international photographers. It is located just off the highway in the village of Lier. Asker municipality is a new municipality. It was formed in 2020 after the merger of 3 previous municipalities. The landscape here is largely forested and hilly, while towards the Oslofjord the landscape flattens out with cultivated land. Asker municipality is rich in cultural monuments going back as far as the Stone Age, though the majority of finds are from the Iron Age thanks to the high number of burials found here. Asker is also considered to be an important place from the Viking Age. Bærum municipality is part of the Oslo region and today forms a suburb of Greater Oslo. Bærum has Norway's highest average income and education level. According to the tax lists, Bærum has the country's highest percentage of millionaires, with 20.03% of the inhabitants. Bærum was mostly agricultural until after World War II, when the population increased by almost 50,000 people in less than one generation. Several major companies have offices here, including Equinor, Norske Skog, which is a timber company, Norwegian Air, the airline company, Aker Solutions, which is oil-based, and Telenor, which is communications. I am now arriving back at the hotel, which means we are finished with our Oslofjord series. I hope you enjoyed seeing the region around the Oslofjord and all of these little historic towns. Be sure to go and watch the others if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching this one.